Oh, got one. As soon as it hit the water, that was crazy. Welcome back, everybody. Continuing on with a bunch of random baits that I've never used before is the Livingston Lures bait. I've heard about them for a long time, never used one. Apparently they've got like a sound, what does it say, electronic bait fish sounds, whatever that means. I've always been curious to see if it, performs better than a regular crankbait. A lot of my crankbaits are silent anyway, so it'll, and then the rest of them have rattle. So beyond that, I've never used anything that's electronic or anything of sort like that. So it'll be interesting to see if this does anything better than a normal crankbait. But nevertheless, we'll go ahead and get this tied on. Directions on the back. We'll read through them and kind of figure it out. But we'll see what happens. And as always, if you guys like the video, if you guys wouldn't mind liking, and as always, if you like the content, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be greatly appreciated also. Let's see if this does anything. So the directions say basically to submerge the thing, and then within 5 seconds to go ahead and touch 2 contact points, which is like the front line tie and the front hook hanger, and it's supposed to turn on. And then after that, you're supposed to be able to roll through 3 different sounds, an original, whatever that means, and then a craw and a shad, and I guess there's a 4th one that's basically just silent, like a normal crankbait. So we'll go ahead and try that, see if it works. I don't know how old this bait is, but so she's submerged both contact points for sure. And then go ahead and touch the 2. I don't hear anything. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to hear anything though. I don't know if it's like a thing that, like a super subtle thing that you hear underneath the water, or is mine dead? I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's making any sound. I mean, the hook hangers do, but let's try it again. Okay. I don't know. It doesn't sound like it makes sound, but I don't know if it's supposed to be super loud or anything that you can really audibly hear out of the water well. I don't really know. But nevertheless, we'll fish it. I guess if nothing else, we'll fish it in its silent mode or whatever that is. And see how that goes. If you guys have ever used Livingston Lures, by all means, let me know. Maybe I have a dud and have to buy another one. I'm not really sure. I don't know how old this bait is, but it doesn't sound like it's making any noise. But nevertheless, we'll fish it, see if we can't catch a couple on its silent mode, or maybe it is making noise and I just can't hear it. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys use them and this is abnormal, by all means, comment down below, and maybe I'll have to buy a new one. I don't know. But we'll see if whatever state it's in. Oh, got one. First cast. Oh, did I lose him? Oh, I lost him. Shoot. Had a bite on the first cast. Whether that was an electronic bait sound, if one's going right now, or craw or shad, anybody's guess, or just in silent mode, but did have a bite. It's incredibly windy out here right now, so there's not a whole lot of directions that we can fish. Oh, I'm on bottom. We are at our favorite little pond out here, hoping not to lose this bait right away. I have one bite though. See if we can't get a few more. Oh, got one. Right next to shore. Not a big one. First one. Wanted every bit of it. I don't know if it's making any sounds. Doesn't sound like it is, but still works. It is so incredibly windy today. Oh, got one. As soon as it hit the water. That was crazy. Oh, he got every bit of that. All right, let's see if we can not get a hook in our hand today. There we go. I have to get the pliers for that one. These aren't like real big, stout hooks. It's kind of a little bit more of a finesse bait, I would venture to say. It's flat-sided. It's got a super slow rise, which I actually really like for cold water. So we'll have to grab the pliers quick. Get him unhooked. Second one, and not very long at all. Let's get him unhooked and get him back in. Ready? There she is. Let that one go. I don't think it mattered what we threw there. I think the fish was going to eat. We'll protect it from the wind here. Oh, got one. Right next to shore again. Okay. Oh, this third one and not very long. Whether it's a great day, even though it's blowing at like 30 miles an hour, or it's the bait that maybe has sound going. We're not really sure. Regardless, happy with it. Well, that's it for today. We'll probably come out and try this again when it's not blowing 30 miles an hour. But nevertheless, whether the bait fish sound technology worked or not, it caught fish, which all that really matters to me. So we'll give it another shot. We'll come out here another day and hopefully with a little bit more favorable conditions, a little bit more time, and see if we can't catch a few more. Welcome back, everybody. So we're just out here using the Livingston Lures flat-sided crankbait again today to see, just give it a better chance than what it had the other day. I mean, we caught fish, but fishing in 30-mile-an-hour winds or upper 20s with a flat-sided crankbait is not very much fun, at least from shore. But nevertheless, I did do some research online. You are supposed to be able to hear the sounds that it makes out of the water. So I also saw that typically these things have about a shelf life of about 2 years, and I've had mine in the box for at least 8 months, maybe a little bit longer. So I assume that it probably just kind of ran out of batteries or whatever it's got going on in there. It's not going to make sound. So it still functions perfectly well as a crankbait, and obviously saw that the other day. Like, we obviously caught fish. So we're just going to fish it again today, give it another chance, and see how it goes. I do have it on a little bit beefier line just because it runs, I think, like 8 to 10 foot deep, which is a little deep for this this pond. So I've got a little bit thicker line. Hopefully it runs a little bit shallower and we don't get hung up in the grass as much. But let's give her another shot. Got one. First or second turn of the reel handle. Smoked it. That'd take too long. Well, like we saw the other day, it doesn't matter if it makes the noises that it's supposed to electronically or not. Obviously, that's kind of what you pay for, so you hope it makes that noise, but it still does have a rattle internally, so it'll still make some noise, but not a bad bait. Obviously not really something I would probably use for this pond much, just because it is so shallow, but I mean, it catches fish, so I would just go in buying it knowing that it potentially does stop making those electronic bait noise sounds or whatever at some point in time, but catches fish. Got one. Smoked it. I was reeling pretty fast for that too. I was definitely hitting grass. Wanted every bit of it. Both sets of hooks in. There we go. All right, that'll be our last one. We'll let them go. Well, that'll be about the end of the video today. For the most part, I wouldn't say it's a bad bait. I was a little disappointed I didn't have the electronic bait sound that, you know, Livingston's known for. So, nevertheless, it definitely caught fish. I guess in theory on its silent mode, or, you know, without any sounds. So it works perfectly well as far as that goes. I'm actually really excited to use this come fall in a little bit deeper water and colder when flat-sided crankbaits really shine. So we'll go ahead and try that at some point in time and see, you know, if we're able to catch a couple more fish, and, you know, if it's something that we'll use regularly. I wouldn't mind getting another Livingston just to see, obviously, if that electronic bait sound like actually does anything. Obviously it catches fish regardless of sound, so I guess who really knows. But nevertheless, if you guys like the video, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting the like button, and as always, if you like seeing the videos, if you want to see more like it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be greatly appreciated. Also, till the next one.